joy. Ah, right. Ah, right. Okay, so I got the mic responding on my end now. Can you guys hear me? For goodness sake, sorry about that, everyone. So yeah, and also apologies for a late appearance because I was just literally so busy just pottering away doing things on the layout, and yeah, all of a sudden I just looked at the clock and went, oh crikey. So yeah, right, really sorry about that. I have no idea if any of the other microphones are working or what. Doesn't look like they are. So that one's working. See if that one's working or not, I don't know. Right, any joy, how does that sound? Does that sound any better? Does it sound like it's 30 viewers off the bat? That's pretty good. I'm happy with that, even though I've messed it up from word go. So yeah, appreciate that. I've now got cables all stringing across my desk here, so that makes for a fun evening, I guess. Right. So yes. So right, let me just shut everything down. So really sorry for being late. We have an echo. Right, let me just shut that one off. Does that work? Does that sort the echo? It should do, because then I've only got one source. So yeah, not your usual mic quality. No, not entirely sure what on earth's happened. So Leamington Station, thank you for that. Cheers. So yeah, right. All the best videos have echo. Well, yeah. Right, so yeah, I've got locos in front of me, I've got locos on my desk, I've got stuff everywhere, the room looks like an absolute bomb site. So yeah, you know, as a whole, generally you can tell this is live because it's all blooming chaotic. It's probably the best way to explain it. So yeah, right, I haven't even got my iPad set up even, so yeah, an iPad. Grab an iPad, oh dear. Not a good start to my day, evening. Right, so. So, eagle eye viewers amongst you would have spotted that there's another Deltic that's appeared. Let's see if all my cameras work. Actually, do all my cameras work? That's the next problem. Well, that one works. Let's go and check, make sure all my cameras are working. Good evening, Aaronville. Right, sorry, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go through a quick hello to everybody, seeing as I was late. So, Haunted Jake, good evening, first one in. Robbie Woo, TS Railways, good evening, mate. SJ Train World, Raymond, good evening, mate. Clyde Bridge, Small Junction. Tim, thank you. I'm going to say her name wrong again. Aza? Aza. I don't know. Mick, 92. Alex Dent, good evening. Alan Price, good evening. No sound, no sound, no sound. Dave is in as well. Valleys 56, you're in as well. Paul Grant's in. Bloomin' heck, everyone's in. What's going on? Leamington Station, New Junction. Crikey. Oh, I'm flattered. Thank you all very much for joining me this evening. Aaronville, there you are. Hey, my old mate Dave of the VXR world is in as well. And Keith's in as well. Can't hear you. You're a bit late. Everyone else has sorted that out. Why can't you hear me? Is it too quiet? I can turn it up. Oh, do you know what? Thank you, Keith. You've just made me realise something. Right, sound. I need to turn that back down, otherwise I'm about to deafen you all. Ta-da! He has sound again. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, because I basically had to unplug the, turn it up. Warness, if you turn it up, I'm on 100. Well, there you go. I've turned it up. So I'm sorry for deafening you now. So yeah, much better. Oh yeah, no, so I had to basically remove my microphone from the USB hub that's located in the top corner underneath the railway there, dangle the cable down into a USB hub that's on my desk, so basically it's reset all the settings. So yeah, that should be much better, much louder. I hope you all can hear me. That cleared the earwax, well done. That's better. Fab. You just made the wife jump out of her skin when the sound kicked in. Excellent. Oh dear. Right, so sorry about that, everyone. It's been, yeah, just a bad evening. I need to get this back on the track as well. So this here is one of the two Hornby Black 5s with smoke generators fitted in. Yeah, you heard me right. I have two now. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, so long story short, general consensus is when you get offered, well, I went and got one of these Black 5s to play with, and then someone I know basically said, did I want one? And if I did, basically he basically offered it to me for very interesting money, which made it really impossible for me to say no to. So yeah, oh look at that, I've got Deltic in the way. Right, so cool, excellent. Right, so yeah, basically it got to the point where I couldn't say no. And just to say that I'm not fibbing, look, there is the second one. Admittedly, it's in bits at the moment because Muggins here is trying to get his own sound file to work with the Hornby smoke unit, and so far I'm getting very good results. It's pretty much there, actually. Yeah. Alex Dent, been to Digitrains yesterday, independently this time. I went there by bus. Very cool. Did you have a good open day? 46 viewers? No way. Come on. That's madness. Well, apart from the chaos of everything starting up and everything trying to get sorted, let's tip my microphone down. Let's tip my camera down a bit so that microphone's not quite. Oh, you can't see my head now. Ugh. Can't see my big bald head. So yeah, excellent. Just absolutely, yeah, just absolute craziness. Making an appearance. Oh yes, Dave. Yes, I will be. Well, I think so. He hasn't yet confirmed it yet, but I was having a chat with Tony's Trains about going. And yeah, then of course I've also realised that I've made a big boo-boo in the sense that usually I'd go and play 5-inch gauge up at Gilling. So I asked a gentleman I know, Mr. Ward, Johnny Ward, if he fancied coming and joining me and running the layout, and then I promptly got told he would do, but he'll be at Gilling, and I went, great. So it's not a problem. I'm still going to go. I think I'd rather go play with model trains, to be honest. And you know, the Gilling Mainline Rally, yeah, you know what, so what, I can miss one, so it's not too bad anyway, so that's fine. Good morning from Australia, John. Good morning. It's actually good evening here, so it's a very dark evening. I hate this time of year because, quite frankly, it gets to like 5 o'clock and it's just pitch black. You know, I'm literally looking outside, it's pitch black. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, right, what's going on? Need a ruddy diary. I do, it's called The Wife. But even I forget to put things in it from time to time, so yeah. Oh, that... Never mind, moving on quickly. For goodness sake, what have I just said? Oh, I'm going to get shot for that. Yeah, so no, I forgot to put the Gilling Mainline Rally in the diary, so yeah. Rabbits? The rabbits? Well, the rabbits are over there, but you won't be able to see them in the corner there, so... Amworth may make an appearance. Excellent! That would be really cool. See my old layout. That'd be wicked, actually. So, yeah. Right, so, let's start with camera 1, and basically we'll work our way around. So, a couple of new things have appeared. My Dapple top light coaches have basically come back as well. They were on loan to Westhill Wagon Works, basically for them to get rid of the horrible fixed bar and give us some magnetic coupling. So now we have nice magnetic coupling on the coaches as well. So not only that, the Acura Scale Mark 1 set that's basically sat behind these just here, they also have magnetic couplings as well. So yeah. Thanks, Keith. I was trying to avoid that, but anyway, yes. So basically everything's just... Oh, look at that, I've not even... What more could you want to watch me in the dark? Nah, haha. So yeah, there you go. So basically all the lights in the platform, etc. All the lights inside the signal box you can see there as well, which look really cool. So yeah, everything's basically all lit up and underneath here. And oh, of course, the other thing I need to probably mention is we have the Dalek. The Dalek has appeared in the back corner there, and he's threatened to kill me if I make any more mistakes this evening, but no doubt I will. So it's nice knowing you all. But yeah, so what we've also done as well is, you can't really see it now because I've gone and put us in darkness now, but over here in this far corner you can basically see I have a new signal box, a new lamp hut. So I spotted Mr. New Junction's signal box that he had on his layout when I helped him move it all across and set it all back up and so on. So yeah, when I saw the signal box, I just thought, you know what, that's actually quite nice. That's actually a much nicer signal box. So I went and basically bought one. I think it came from Rails of Sheffield, actually. So yeah, I bought it. I've installed the 2 cameras that I used to have in there as well, and I've also installed a light in it. Although looking at it now, I think the light's probably a little bit on the bright side. Tell you what, should we do this all ad hoc sort of stuff thing? Here we go. Whoa, what am I doing? It's such a weird thing, but literally get a Sharpie, rub it over the front of a SMD LED, and one, you not only get a much nicer colour out of the bulb, but 2, it also dims it right down. So yeah, you don't get that horrible glareness now. So if I go to that one there, we won't, yeah, there you go. So whereas before we had basically the ground all shining up and lit up, etc. Now it's not too bad. Well, I say that, but yeah. So 156 Andrew, good evening. Shortbread Express, good evening, love it, excellent. Best livery on the Deltic there. Well, the Deltic is the latest one to join the fleet. So again, whilst I was perusing through Mr. Watson's lovely stock, I decided, yeah, do you know what? I need a green Deltic. So yeah, Ballymos, excuse me, has appeared. I can't talk this evening, I'm terrible. I haven't got any water either. Oh yes, I have. How did I spot that on the camera, but I couldn't spot it in front of my face? Blimey. So yeah, we have the Deltic, which is pretty cool. Clyde Bridge, what's going on here? Either his girlfriend or baby. Oh, sorry, private conversation. Do excuse me. You carry on amongst yourselves. AZ is watching. Don't tell her I've. Oh, Az is watching. Don't tell her I've a collection. We do have a collection. It might not be yours. Half of it might belong to work, but yeah. Anyway, get my words in. Oh man, I'm so out of it. I'm really out of sorts today, so I'm really sorry. Yeah, so obviously a couple of my locos have stuck around on Mr. Watson's layout. I was really cool to hear the 2MT with the echo in the building, so that was pretty cool. Almost makes it worth now that I'm really glad I put that bigger speaker in the tender now, so that's pretty cool. So I was really happy with that. Flymo Chairman 1, he's in. Thank you very much. Always good. I haven't even got the truck running. Look at this. I am so out of it. Let's get the truck going. Get the little truck running around and driving around and lighting up the road, etc. So anyway, right, let's it's okay, you can read it. I had to nip away as a good mate of mine, his girlfriend is hospital. No, I'm sorry to hear that. That's never good to hear anyone's in hospital or anything like that. So yeah, I wish them a speedy recovery. John, are you okay? Yeah, moving on. I'm alright, just need to, yeah, just plodding on, etc. I need a good sleep, and I've got a busy week ahead, etc. So yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll just sort it out. I'll run trains. Let's run some trains. And of course, the amusing thing is you can't really see the smoke on this. But this one actually works loads better. This one actually works loads better than my first one, actually, so that's quite interesting. So it obviously does have, there is, what's the word I'm looking for here? There is variance, I think it's probably the word, not variance. Oh man, I can't think of the word. Yeah, but there is, yeah. One's working better than the other, so there are kind of things that work well and don't work well, etc. So, right, let's get this down the far end. Let's go to Flymo's Bridge. It's really cool when you can see all the carriages all lit up and everything like that. Although I've got to be honest, one of them's flickering away like a good one. I do need to install decoders in these, basically. So. Yeah, I can turn the lights down a bit because they are exceptionally bright. So if I basically use the camera to go to the junction, it's a bit annoying because you can't actually see the quad arts. They're parked in the corner. They're parked in the siding up there. But yeah, the quad arts, basically in comparison, much better light level. But then again, that's probably because Muggins here chose the light level himself, so there we go. Inconsistency, there we go, that'll do. Thanks TS Railways, we'll go with that. I'm actually quite impressed I managed to read that as well. Are those the Dapol coaches? They are indeed. They're the top light coaches, and they've been away for a little bit, basically having magnetic couplings made. So if you head over to West Hill Wagon Works, you can pick yourselves up magnetic couplings that work for your Dapol top lights. And yeah, while they were away as well, we also got the Acura scale magnetic ones sorted as well. So yeah, It's definitely... I hear something groaning, creaking. It's not very good. I don't like it. Sounds like something's derailed. And then of course the cameo fact is I need to get a flashlight. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. I think life hates me at the moment. It's so funny, the fact that I'm having to use a flashlight to see. I mean, the cameras do a very good job of actually lighting it all up properly here. How about that? How many people do you know that need a flashlight on their layout to basically be able to see, put the wheels on properly? There we go. And it also doesn't help if your points don't work, which was exactly what happened there, basically. Who's in? Who's in? Iron Horse, good evening. Boys and girls, how are you, Mr. G? I'm okay, mate. I was late starting, and then my microphone wasn't working, and then the layout's playing up. So yeah, I'm peachy. I'm frigging fantastic. Excuse me. No, I'm just a bit out of sorts this evening, if I'm honest. So let's go to the loop, because we'll need to see that. Try and work out where things are going. Why did the camera go dark then? Useful. You pulled a Hornby. Yeah, no sound. That's the one. I've got to say though, out of, you know, the Hornby HM7000 stuff at the moment that we're getting, it's really come on quite leaps and bounds, to be honest. I mean, you know, the fact that we've got input triggers now on these Black 5s, or the smoke ones anyway, so we do actually have synchronized sound. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm really quite impressed by that. So, you know, got to give got to defend all of us. Defend all of us? Why have I got to defend all of you? I don't need to defend anyone. You're all just great. I think you're all mad for watching me, but, you know. Hey, at least you could turn around and say it's a comedy act anyway. So... Yeah, right, let's get a drony. Let's get a drony thing to run. That one. Now, I haven't had this one apart yet, so you'll notice that the white marker lights are unfortunately on. The increased sound made us deaf. Well, you know, deafened. See, I'm that good this evening I can't even read. Can't read. I'll just put it down to my really shite day I've had. There we go. Actually really bizarre because it's dark. It's dark in here, but the cameras literally change the way it looks. Like literally I can get this and shine it on my back. You know, and that looks so bright over there, but it's really not. Maybe I need to tweak the cameras so they don't adjust to light, poor light or something like that. So yeah. Let's go to camera 4. Is the sound coming through all right with the engines, the sound out of the engines? So probably your aperture. Hey, it's not that kind of show. Flippin' heck. Yeah, no, probably a setting on my cameras that I just need to adjust, really. So. Right, what we need to do is we need to go and select an engine. So go and get the quads arts out. The lighting is fine, John. Looks and sound great. Fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate that. Obviously, because the microphone's been playing up, I think I've also lost. There's usually an overhead mic up there that's usually working, but I think in this instance it's... Yeah, no, in this instance I don't think it's working. Doesn't look like it. But there we go. But you've come on here and shared your evening with 38 of us, and it's massively appreciated, John. Oh, thank you, TS Railways. Oh, I bet I've missed it now. Oh, no, I've got it. There we go. Need to park that down the far end. Thomas is eagerly awaiting. Man, coach lighting is really... Yeah, I need to work on that. Of course, that's now making me think that I've just dumped that signal box there. That's the old one. And that's now making me feel like I need a camera there, actually, now. So, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I just need to get on with the layout and finish it. I'm too busy, though. That's the thing. Just turns into a... Just out of curiosity as well, can everyone let me know that the Dalek is running in the background here? Now I've got it on smooth air at the moment, which is supposed to quieten it down, but I do worry that it's maybe making a bit more noise. So is that causing a problem for anybody? I hope not. Yeah. Go back to the station. I'm trying to think what else I've been up to recently. So yeah, I've got the signal box in the top corner there. Oh, I've got the new buildings as well. So the in the far corner there, you'll see that the hotel's gone a bit further along to the pub, and then I've got these two new relief buildings just along the back there as well, actually. So they're kind of cool. They're new additions. They also came from Rails of Sheffield as well. They were on offer. I need to get the cameraman sorted. So the little guy with the red shirt on, we can see in front of us. He's actually got a camera in his hand, and there's actually a little LED bulb fitted. If I'm clever, in actual fact, you know what? I am clever. So let's do it. So I'm just doing it with a battery at the moment, but yeah, so eventually he will be connected up to a system, and that will basically then basically, as the train pulls into the platform, LED in a cameraman, yeah. Well, it's his camera flash, basically. That's the idea of it, anyway. So, yeah. Now that is clever. Thanks, Ponders. Appreciate that. So, yeah, the idea is when the loco rolls in and basically works on the block detection side of it, the block detection will then trigger the cameraman to basically start using his camera. So, the idea is the points that you can see in front underneath the bridge there, the crossover points, they're going to be wired into block detection anyway. Now the idea is if the block detection is active on those points, that will disable those points, so I won't be able to throw it. So this kind of works twofold in that sort of sense. So if the points are occupied, you cannot throw the points, so it stops you throwing the points underneath a train or anything like that. You've then got the added advantage of, because I've now got that block detection coming into it, it's a case of I can use that block detection to trigger something else. So in this case, it's going to be Mr. Cameraman down the front there. We'll also see that the Clark Railworks Lomac has appeared, and when I say it's appeared, I spotted a really nice yellow one that was all nice and weathered at the showroom in Skipton, and of course that made me sit there and go, actually, you know what? I really fancy a yellow one now. So yes, I now have 4 of the Clark Railworks Lomacs now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice feature. Thanks, really appreciate that. Is it the same process as what the Weissman cameraman use? Pass. I don't know actually. This particular cameraman was basically done. If that's the case, then they might do the flasher unit for it. That'd be pretty cool. I wonder if it works on DCC though. That's the next problem. But no, that cameraman was actually done by an old friend of mine from down south, a guy called Alan Thompson. He basically drives real trains for a living now, so I don't know if he's doing much modelling anymore. But yeah, so there we go. He actually made that figure with a little LED in it, and then basically all I've got is 2 little wires just hanging underneath the baseboard here at the moment. So when I redid all the platforms, basically I ran all the wires through. So that's pretty cool. What else have we got going on? So this building here as well, this one just here, that's been changed as well, because the old one that I had was second hand, unfortunately, and had this horrible, awful grey kind of wash over it that really dulled the building down and didn't make it look right. So I've gone ahead and changed that. I've got an idea to basically put some posters up there as well, and do some posters on the end of the platforms, etc. So that would be pretty cool to get that sorted at some point. Let's head this way, and we'll see what else we can do. We need a wall. I saw someone say something about a walrus. Need a low relief walrus. The only problem is it's not really that kind of layout. It's more a country sort of terminus. So I need like little country buildings, that sort of thing. I've also got a plan, so as you can see in the corner here, I've also got a plan to put a low relief building in there as well, actually, just to kind of occupy it a bit more. Need to work on the little car park area as well. New Junction's still left his van parked in the middle, you know, so he'll have to, you know, I'll have to try and persuade him to move that yet again. I joke, I kid, it's funny. Just built a signal box and fitted some boxes on the track plan on top. That's pretty cool. Installed tiny SMD. Ah, that's cool. I like that idea. Little LEDs to basically do the colour light check. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. That is very cool. SJ Trains. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like that. Like that. That's very cool. Yeah, obviously I need to finish the pub in the corner and get the light bleed sorted out and get the light from underneath the doorway as well, because at the moment that just shines through like a Yeah, well, you can just see it as clear as day, actually. To be fair, all I can do is probably just shove a bit of foam or something underneath it. That'll probably sort it out. Maybe I should... Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe I should just put the buildings on foam. Little thin, very thin foam. And that will basically stop all the light coming out. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Excellent. Do you know what? This is bugging me now. Can I change? Is it that one? Auto. Whoa! How's that? I'm playing with my aperture. Yeah, how's that? Or is that too dark? What do we think? I can go one brighter if need be. That's probably more. That's probably more what it's like in here. Obviously, for me underneath, because the lights all have the layout has lighting all the way around underneath it. It lights me up quite well, basically. But yeah, that's probably how. Yeah, that's probably not far off how the layout actually looks. But maybe we should go there. Of course, the other problem with this is though, if I set it to that. The second it goes too bright, yeah, the second it goes too bright, the second it goes too bright, the second it goes daytime, what's it on now is too dark. That one there is too dark, we reckon. Playing with your aperture on your camera. Someone had to say it. I mean, that's -1, that's -2, that's -3. Now, I've got to be honest, I really do feel -3 is too dark there. So it's a toss-up between -1, -2, or -1. -2. -1. Zero? Zero's that. -1 is best. Okay. I'm going to leave that screen open because I potentially feel that the second the daytime mode is activated, I think it'll be too dark. -2 is probably about where that is -2, and that is probably more what the layout is like. I'll tell you what I could do as well, actually. If I bring a locomotive back, so of course this is the thing. Like if I go to Fly Mode's bridge camera, ooh. I broke it. Right, that's interesting. Okay, so I can't have that screen open and change the camera, otherwise it stops me from changing the camera. Right, so the other option I've got is if I go and get one of the trains back, we can sit that in the platform, and that will also help. Need to set the route, so that's all in the green now. So yeah, but this is what I mean. From there, you can see the coach lighting there in the quad arts, the Clark Railwork quad arts, basically. So they're obviously the deco samples. that I've had for months now, running them and checking them and testing them and making sure they're all okay. And do you know what, they run so good. They're so good. I think out of all my coaches, they're probably the ones that have not derailed yet. Well, not derailed on their own volition anyway. Me running them through a point, yeah, probably, because I'm good at that. Little Britain, it's been -6 today and -12 tonight. Where the heck are you? -12 tonight. That is scary. I mean, it's generally. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's generally in the minuses in most places, but that's cold. That's very cold. See, that to me looks too bright. Yeah, it's definitely too bright. Be alright, back, folks. Someone else is calling. That's fine. Don't worry. What's that car that's passing? It's a truck. It's one of the Wiesmann, however you want to say it. It's one of their trucks, basically. Wrong one. Of course, this is the other thing when it goes dark as well. The frame rate doesn't work that well. Stop. Aha! I believe morning is coming. As the lights turn off in the morning. Yep. So that'll be interesting to see how this camera performs now. So it's going to take about 10 minutes to get to full daytime from morning mode, but already that to me looks too bright now. So this is going to be the danger of having this camera set up. See, this is the catch kind of thing. Now I've moved it to -2. That probably looks about right now, but the problem is it's too dark. Little Britain, you need to adjust the white balance. Cameras always try and make everything equally bright. The white balance, you say? That's currently on auto. Oh, that was clever. Because now it's actually showing the red. It's actually showing the red for the red sky. Okay. I shouldn't have mentioned aperture. It's okay. It's fine. I wouldn't have known any better anyway. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this. I like this idea with white balance, actually, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, actually, do you know what? That looks way better. Put the aperture back to 0 and do the brightness via exposure. Right, okay. So there are certain things that will run in auto and there are some things that won't run in auto. So let's put that back in auto. What the heck's happened there? Now I've got lines across the screen. Literally, the only thing that I can apply to automatic is the white balance. And when I do that, it doesn't pick up on all the... Right. So if I leave the white balance there, if I set the exposure, I'm curious, I'm going to leave it there for the moment and I'm going to see what it's like. Because for instance, if I go and change the camera, Flymo's bridge, so again, if we get the white balance again, if I set it to 4500 like I did the other one, dark. See, that looks better. See, again, that's really over. I like this, the white balance. I like it. Sorry, we're now going to go through every single camera I have on the layout and change the white balance. So because look, that's loads better to me, because one, it's picking up, look, up here, it's picking up on the red, which it wasn't doing before. So that's pretty cool, actually. I like that. So I don't claim to be no camera expert, I really don't, but yeah, I mean, that to me looks way better. So yeah, very cool, very cool. I think it was Little Britain that suggested it, so well done to him. See, there we go again. So there's a difference. There's a difference. So if I go to this camera, that's the settings. If I go to this camera, that's all the white balance. So it just it just massively overexposes everything. So let's go and tweak. What do you think the ideal, just out of interest, Little Britain, what do you think the most ideal setting should be? I'm sticking it at 4500. And I'm playing with the exposure, not the aperture. John Train BFGR, that's a new one. Good evening. Not seen that name in the chat before. What's the second thing you're changing? The exposure. To darken it down, that's the exposure. So tunnel again. That's, yeah. So again, we'll go and set that up as well. Howdy John, thank you, thank you. I like it. See, that's too dark. See, the exposure automatically, when I turn auto off, goes to -6, and that's too dark. So yeah, let's go -2. Low light level compensation, turn that off. Look at that, and that actually now looks pretty good. What about this one? What does this camera do? Ugh. That's horrible. Right, we need to change that one as well. Ah! So these camera settings are completely different. Low light compensation, 50 Hz. That's a very ooh, what's that one do? That camera is completely different to the rest of them. Funny in games. Anyway. Wangok, sorry I missed your stream, Andy. Driving back from High Wycombe. Oh, that's my old... I used to live in High Wycombe. Well, I didn't used to live in High Wycombe. I used to live in Aylesbury, actually. So I used to go to the High Wycombe and District Model Railway Club quite regularly. So... yeah, see, that to me looks loads better. Loads better. Right. The only thing we've got to do now is this one here, which isn't working. Cool, that camera's not working then. So this is the last, I think this is the last one of me. This is the last one of my little micro USB ones. Ah, see, that's interesting. That one's already got it set. Cool, I think we're just about to head into full daytime now, so yeah. Starting to feel like I've maybe overexposed these just a wee bit. Oh dear. Hey, what have I done there? Oh, I broke it. Now, what have I done? Right, hopefully that's sorted. Lightning. That's cool though, because that really now, to me, that the colour looks way, way better now. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Yeah, thank you very much. That looks rubbish though. That looks rubbish. That one also looks rubbish. That one looks okay. Oh, it seems to wash them out now. Oh no! What have I done? Ow. Right, let's do that. Let's just try the shed cam again, see if that's still completely dead. It is. Yep, that camera's definitely dead. Right. Now that you've all watched me change the settings, I'm going to go back through and change them all back. So lovely. That one looks right. That one doesn't look right. There we go. The colour definitely looks loads better though, so I'm really happy about that. So take a win when it's required. See, again, that just looks strange now. Yeah, the big washout there, so that's pretty, that was a pretty bad decision. Sorry guys. And gals. Sorry. That just kind of looks like, you know, when you see those, when you see a really old photograph like that kind of thing, it just looks like one of those where it's like massively like washed out. So that's quite funny actually. I like this white balance thing though. It's pretty cool. Wicked! Well, there we go. That's it, like the 1970s Polaroids. You get it, Jerry BVR. That's the one. And to me, that looks loads better because you can actually see the smoke now as well. Wicked, that's a good picture. Awesome, thanks Wangok, appreciate that. So there are some good things to come out of today. Yeah, nice blast of smoke there, that's pretty cool. Night night all, off to finish painting a model. Very cool. What model are you painting just before you go? I bet you've already gone, but never mind. Wish I had something to play with as trains get boring. I'm sorry? The trains get boring after a while? My gosh. What did you just say? I can't believe I've heard such a thing on a model railway channel of all things. How did you get round the vape? What vape? Are you on about the smoke that's in the you're on about the smoke that's in this? Although it does have a tendency to gum up after a while. Just watch me blow down a chimney, guys. Trains get boring, you need to buy another free. Yeah, that's my problem. It's a beautiful hobby. Trains is just one aspect. Plasterer, painter, plumber. Plumber? When the heck do we ever run water or anything like this? Oh dear. That's it's all gone. It's all gone horribly wrong now. Oh, last time you got the chuff working, but not working on idle. Sort of. It's kind of, it's hit and miss. So there's another model. So there's this one here, which is a second one. and that's basically just got the standard Hornby stuff in it, and the smoke actually works really well in this one. This one that's in front of me here, that's the one that's been pulled apart and in bits, etc. So yeah. I have today fitted my bath plinth. Woo! Very cool. Are you having your bathroom done? Or are you doing your bathroom, should I say? When we run out of water after blowing down the chimney and all the water's inside the model. Yeah, that's always a potential hazard as well. Alan Price, the Pontefract Model Railway Exhibition is next weekend for the 25th and 26th. First show, our brand new O-gauge layout. Milson Street will be going to. Right, well, Mr. Price, you need to drop me a message and I'll bring some O-gauge. I'll bring an O-gauge Black 5 for a run, and I'll bring an O-gauge Wickham for a run if you want. Right, now this is a problem, because normally I'd go to this camera so I could see where on earth the loco is, but I don't have that option, so I'm just going to have to go to the turntable camera. And see where it is. Ah! Very cool thing, actually. Right, so TS Railways, right? Him and me were having a little conversation during the week and all this sort of stuff. So last time on my stream, I had lots of problems with this. So when I was putting the Hornby HM7000 and running it onto my auto reverser that's fitted to the turntable, the system was basically cutting out and dying, and it was stalling and all that sort of stuff on the turn as it went onto the turntable, etc. So what we've done now is he's mentioned to me fitting a Stay Alive, which just looks like it's just died on me. Actually, really, you were working. What's wrong with you? Hey. Oh, so it hasn't sorted it then. Okay. No, okay. So, right, we were wrong, TS. So, yeah, I have fitted a Stay Alive into the Hornby HM7000, but as it looks, name drop and then it goes wrong. Yeah, you get the blame for it. So, yeah, the Hornby HM7000 decoders don't seem to like the what do you call them? Auto reverse. Technical gremlins. There's lots of gremlins. Glidebridge, John, a friend who supports Manchester United Soccer Club, says you're doing a better job than his team's current manager and asks, would you like to take over? I haven't got a clue. I don't know anything about football. We were having this conversation on Friday. I was having this conversation with Jonathan from Hornby magazine and a chap I know called David Hodson-Whittle. And we're having this conversation along the lines of football and all this sort of stuff, and it was actually really awful how I blame the turntable, yeah, go for it. It was actually really bad for us to actually realise that we honestly didn't know anything about football, but there we go. Wow, Jake. That's a lot of engines. What have you? What have I missed? Jake's bragging, is he? Cough. I have 140 locos at the moment. Oh, I don't want to count. I'll be scared. So that's the age-old story. As soon as a camera's on it, yeah. Has it turned back on? It has turned back on. So. Let's see if it will run off the turntable. Watch the lights. I think we'll have the V2 now. You go into Ponty, John. It's now at the racecourse. I hadn't decided. I don't know, actually, is the honest answer. Know the feeling. I've been living on a boat for the past 4 years. So I've been buying bits and can't run them. Oh, man. A boat! That sounds interesting. What, like a canal boat or something like that? That's pretty cool, actually. Right, where was I? What was I doing? I was doing something. Ah! I can't even count them all as half as in storage. No, that's not good. Although it is very refreshing to realise that when you go to a box or a drawer somewhere and you accidentally pull out a locomotive and you think, I forgot I had that. Belated evening to you all. Ah, it's Mr. Ward. Well, there you go. See, I've already been talking about you and how you reminded me that I'm now going to a model railway exhibition that I shouldn't have been because I should have been going to Gilling. But never mind. There we go. The Hornby HM7000 appears to have a few flaws. There are some, yes, most definitely. I picked up my phone to do something then, and I really just have drawn a complete blank as to what. A narrowboat life, that's pretty cool. Need a layout with a canal. That's a pretty cool idea, I like that. You can do locks as well. Like if it was me, like I would build it so I literally had the canal boat that actually ran along, went into a lock, you'd watch the gates close for the lock and all this, and then you'd literally watch the floor of the thing come up, and then, yeah, that's just me because I'm like techie mad when it comes to things like that. But yeah, I would actually make the lock on the narrowboat on the canal work if it was me, because that's just the type of lunatic I am. But there we go. Of course it needs locks. Do you know, the one thing I always remember at canals when I was younger was Mum and Dad would always take us down the canals and we'd go for a walk and all this sort of stuff. Whenever we came to a lock and there was a boat near the lock and everything like that, we were so excited to be like the kids that basically got to push the lock door, the lock gates open and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, that's quite, sorry, that's an antidote from my childhood just there. Right, need two. Where's the V2? It's really bad when you can't actually remember the name of the locomotives, etc. So, yeah. Woo, that's noisy. I was about to say, why is that thing so loud? And then I realised I'd left the function on, so... Right, let's get you... coming back, please. Was that the Aylesbury Arms? It probably was. There was one out on the way to Leighton Buzzard, but you sort of went down an old bypass, which instead of going along the bypass now from Leighton Buzzard, you used to go the old road, and then there was one there. Yeah, I'm showing my age quite a lot now, aren't I? I feel sad. Leighton Buzzard would have been the Grand Union Canal. See, how the heck would I know that? I wouldn't, to be honest. But you know, that now that I know that, that's pretty cool, actually. So yeah, thanks for that. SJ, you're off. Good night. Thanks for joining me this evening. Really appreciate it. I cannot believe nearly 50 viewers in this evening. Really do appreciate that, guys. That is monumental to me, and it actually makes me realise that I can't change a point. Excellent. This is how you know this is all live, because quite frankly, anyone that does it live makes mistakes. Anyone that records it, you get a nice seamless video that you never ever actually notice anything wrong with anyone's stuff or anything like that. So there you go, see? Sounds like you need gauge 1 loco. Yeah, gauge 1's pretty cool actually. Funny enough, I've got a friend's gauge 1 on the floor down here at the moment because I'm currently pulling it in bits. But unfortunately, yeah. What do you mean, probably? Get something bigger, get 5-inch. Go 5-inch gauge. Come join us on the 5-inch gauge sort of stuff. So this is the real kicker about the 5-inch sort of gauge stuff. My wife actually has more locomotives than me. So I only have the 4F in 5-inch gauge. She has an awesome 08, which I've done a lot of work to, admittedly. And she also has a really cool little Alice. So little Quarry Hunslet, which is pretty cool. Give in to large scale modelling. Yes, do it. Do it. It's so much fun. You get to camp in the middle of a field and freeze, freeze, get cold, basically. So yeah. What they like to take apart and rebuild, John? Fun at times. There's lots of words used sometimes to describe certain things that go wrong and don't work right, etc. But you know, generally, you know, you have a good laugh, you have a great time. You know, the locos are really cool and everything like that. Usually fun and messy. Yeah, messy's definitely one of them as well. I mean, the 21st. So this is one to put in your calendar, guys. The 21st, 22nd and 23rd of March, by the way. 23rd of March being my 40th birthday, by the way. We, as in we, GL5, are basically going to be taking over Shildon Locomotion Museum and basically putting a track in there to run 5-inch gauge and 5-inch gauge rolling stock. So we're not going to be pulling any passengers or anything like that, but basically we'll be using freight stock, we'll have coaches and all that sort of stuff, and we'll be basically putting on a nice little demonstration to basically show what you can do 5-inch gauge modelling, basically. So yeah, stick that in your diary, boys and girls, and come say hello to us. Muggins here will be there. Mr. Ward will be there. Yeah, he kind of has to be because he's the chairman, but yeah. So yeah, definitely come down. Definitely come down, have a natter with all of us. Have a look at these wonderful, magnificent machines that we all have and everything like that. So yeah, there you go. See, all the best people have birthdays in March. I'm trying to play guess where I'm hit the couplings because I can't actually see them in this. But yeah, so obviously you can see there as well the camera angle's changed as well, which I really like as well. I think it gives you more of a wider kind of view of the actual throat of the station as well, so that's pretty cool. I have a similar issue in the past with auto reversers and had to adjust the trip time of the layout to stop the breakers becoming an issue. It's not the trip that's causing the problem, it's the auto reverse itself that's causing the problem. Now, the auto reverse that I've used on there is one of the DigiKeys ones, basically, because it reports back on Loconet. The reason I use that particular one is because I like it because it gives me a report of what locomotives have been on the turntable. So yeah, that's that, and basically what that then does, it then shows me like when it was last on the turntable, how long it was used, etc, etc. So yeah, it's quite a cool little thing to kind of do, sort of thing. But there we go. Shildon sounds like fun weekend and adventure. It's awesome. I'm all booked in, everything like that. As I said, birthday on the 23rd. What better way can I spend my birthday other than, you know, playing with steam locomotives in the middle of a steam locomotive museum. How cool will that be? There's a black 5-inch gauge black 5 last year, king scale, 7 grand. Tempted but not sure I'd have the space or be able to bring it myself to set fire to it. The other alternative at the moment, and I really regret saying this because it's one I want to try and buy myself, but I'm just not quite in the position, shall we say. But Kingscale actually have on their Facebook page, they actually have a Ginty on there, which is 3 grand. So yeah, that is a hell of a machine for the money. That's unbelievable. That is. I would kind of really like to get that myself, actually. Have you turned them off so you don't set off smoke detectors? I do have a smoke detector in here, actually. It's up there, actually. I can't remember if I've ever. I should probably test it now that you've mentioned it. Yeah, that works. I haven't tested that for so long, so I'm really glad you kind of made me think, oh yeah, maybe I should test me fire alarm, actually. Oh, the truck's run out of battery. You can see the hazard lights flashing on it. We can try and run the blue truck, but usually the blue truck generally misbehaves. Like now. There we go. So yeah, any of you that do actually wonder, that's the little truck, basically. I'll tell you what, I've not used it yet tonight. The desk camera, which you can see the state of my desk at the moment. But yeah, so that is the little truck, basically. It's got all little lights and everything on it, etc. There's little sensors on the back of it as well, so they gap each other, and then the one in front stops, the one behind also stops as well. And then that's your little charge port just on the base there. Yeah, and then there's little magnetic steering, basically. So they are very cool. Very cool. I've just heard that thing. Nope. Oh, it's still running. Oh, shh. Don't say nothing. You won't hear it. So yeah, I'm just going to plug this in. Get a little red lightning bolt, which means it's charging. So there we go. Tim makes a good point. The auto reverse down the far end works okay with the HM7000. Yes, it does, because it's one of these. So that is a Tam Valley dual frog juicer, and this particular one is probably what I should replace that one on the turntable with. So yeah, there you go. The simple, less expensive device will actually cure all my problems. Probably put it back on the layout, shouldn't I? Well, you can look at me. There you go. There's a me camera. Yay! So yeah, as you can see, my desk is currently littered with stuff going on at the moment, which I will get on with at some point. That didn't sound good. I'm always frightened because the far side nearest the window, that doesn't actually have a barrier. So I'm always frightened that the trucks are going to take a nosedive and end up dropping down the cab. So yeah, that wouldn't be cool if that did happen. But yeah, so the as I say, that's the blue truck there, which you can see going round. It's got beacon lights on the top and a tipper on the back. Flymo's bridge will show the. So what it does is it basically comes down here, and then there's a bridge, and there's a tunnel that passes up there, and then it goes up the other side. Originally, I kind of set about thinking maybe I should put some 009 down that side, but then I was just like, well, it'd just be a bit too much track everywhere, so I didn't in the end. But yeah, does that solve the issue on the return loop? Well, it's never caused any issues on the return loop, so that could be the answer to it, Tim. Catch net, yeah. I'll just sit here like this. Right, let's get... There's the cameo thing. Western region stock being pulled by LNER. That's quite funny. Well, that's the other thing I keep thinking to myself, you know, with the Black 5s, we're talking about Black 5s and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I mean, that's the other option. I mean, I keep this second one, and I just renumber it, basically, after I've figured out how the system all works, etc. But yeah, I have to bow out now, folks. Real life getting in the way again. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks for joining in tonight. I really do appreciate it. I've missed lots of chat there, I think. TS, nice one. Jake, I like the early crest. Want it with a steam generator and the sound sync as well. Now, here's an interesting one for you. So when I actually went and picked up this original smoke fitted Black 5, that was from Olivia's Trains. Olivia's have basically taken one of the new smoke generator ones and basically pulled it apart and transferred all that smoke stuff all over into the is it Glasgow Highlander one? So yeah, they actually have Glasgow Highlander, which have all the smoke and steam, etc., all fitted into it. Am I about to crash? No, I'm not. I thought I was about to crash then. So, let's probably go over the fact that there's some new locomotives that have appeared on the layout as well. So you can see one of them in the shot right now. That is the Stanier Mogul. I did have a Stanier Mogul a few years back, but decided to part with it. So I've got another one since, and I've just recently put all sound, etc. into it as well. And you can see I've added a firebox glow to it as well. So there we go. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if I can get... don't know if I'll be able to get the, because I've got two 94 XXs now as well. Here comes the train. Woo! Go to Flymo's Bridge. We currently have a red signal. Change the points, etc. This is the part where I find out I haven't set up the ABC braking on this yet. I should have done, because it's on my original one. There we go. And that pulls right up to the signal, doesn't it? There we go. So, is the Steam equipment compatible with the lock sound? I'm going to say maybe, because as I said, I've currently got the lock sound in here at the moment, which is what I've been working on, and it's sort of working. It's just not quite up to the standards. Well, I have really high standards, but yeah, it's not quite there just yet. Internet says no, but John will find a way. There we go. Yep. Still got 41 watching. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Really, because honestly, that's crazy. Of course, the only other problem I was having was I had a few of the Acura scale coaches catching on the side of my platform. Now I'm hoping I rectified it. Sorry, have to head off. Have to head to work. Have a great evening. Thank you so much, Kalingo Junction. Sorry. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, or your morning, should I say. Have a nice day at work, and hopefully I'll see you in the chat again soon. Cheers. That yellow Mac is really nice. Yes, I do agree with you on that one. That was why I had to get one, basically. I need to weather it like the one in the shop in Skipton, because that was the whole reason why I bought it. Because when I saw that, I thought, do you know what, I need a yellow one. So there we go. Tim, have you got either an accessory, Acura scale, excuse me, Acura scale, or a Cavalex 60 coming? I currently have 3 Acura scales and 1 Cavalex on order at the moment. I'm curious to try them. Now, originally when I did this before and everything like that, I had the Acura scale 37 on order, and I had the Bachmann 37, the new Bachmann 37 on order as well. And I did once upon a time do a short little video on the two together. I wasn't overly happy with the video and the way it was coming across, so I ended up taking it down. But I will probably do the same again, and basically see what happens, basically. Is this a new edition? The Deltic, the green Deltic, yes. The green Deltic turned up here on Friday evening, I think it was. So yeah, playing around, helping out Mr. Watson, New Junction, should I say. Basically get his layout all back set up and everything like that. I spotted the green box and decided, do you know what, I need a green one in my life. So yeah, we now have a green one, and it also means that the wife's purple one isn't getting used on the layout anymore, because she doesn't like me running her stuff. I didn't think that popped up. coupling hadn't quite lifted enough, so there we go. Yeah, you have got to love a sound of a Deltic. So I do need to pull this one apart and get some crew for him, and I also need to cover over the white lights that are fitted inside as well. I did try and see if I could do it with CV settings, but it turns out the head code box and the white marker lights are linked, so yeah. It's too long to go around my platform by the looks of it. This one though is making a horrible nasty rattling sound though. It's not good. Yeah, rattling a good one, that one. I'm full diesel, are you now? I kind of do a bit of both, really. So yeah, there we go. Never liked diesels. Saying that, I hated the Class 20s. Always thought they were ugly. Now I just feel like I want to go and get a Class 20 out of my collection. To be fair, the Class 20 is not overly my favourite either, because it's usually the one that it has a horrible kind of whistling sound, and it just grates on you after a while, I find. But yeah, over the two, it's got to be steam. Definitely got to be steam engines for me. Although I do have 15 37s in my collection, so yeah. I have a fair few, to be honest, but there we go. Right. My goodness, is that the time already? Time flies when you're having fun. Why do I look like I'm not in... There we go. I looked like I wasn't in focus, and I was correct. It's that little engine that we all know and we all love. I will keep it going a bit longer because obviously I was a bit late into the stream this evening. I'm going to see how New Junction gets on with his new NER version 805. I mean the TPE version one. To be honest, I kind of fancy one of those, if I'm honest. I just love the TPE colour theme, I really do. And then of course we have Thomas at the platform now, so that's quite funny. Right, we need something to shunt with. So I do have a new locomotive. It turned up here yesterday. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It does need sound, in my opinion, and I will definitely do sound in it at some point. But yeah, I think it's a wicked little engine. So let's dig it out of the corner here. It doesn't have a stay alive in it. So it might be a little bit temperamental, but we shall just have to wait and see. So this is one of the Ruston Hornsby, excuse me, 88 DS's, which Acura Scale are going to be doing an O gauge version of it actually. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, it's a nice little diesel. The chap that got it for me basically explained that I need more corporate blue stuff on my layout, which I thought was quite funny. So yeah, we can use this. We can use this to shunt Thomas's coaches away. Oh, he says, "Come on, go, go, go." It's very slow. Come on, go, go, go. Raymond, have to go now. It's fun. Come on. Come on. You silly little thing. Off you go. It doesn't want to work. Come on! You silly little thing. Come on. Man, this thing really needs to stay alive in it. Come on. Go. Go. Just deafening everybody now by smacking the plinth in front of the camera. So yeah, do remember to hit the like button. Really would appreciate it, guys. This is not going to work. Shush. Come on. Go, go, go. I've jinxed that, I really have, because I said that was really running really well earlier. Now it's just like, nope. Oh dear, oh dear. Can you make the song by doing that? Go on, off you go. I think it hates me. It was doing so nicely too. What a nuisance signals are. Yeah, sorry, it can go for a run around the layout actually. It can go for a run off down the layout actually. No, it won't go for a run around the layout. Come on! Oh, you stupid thing. Insisting on being annoying to me. Right, go. Oh yeah, that thing's wedged under there. I'm going to get going. See you later, guys. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hope you enjoyed the stream as well. I know it's not been particularly great this evening. I blame myself, but there we go. Hey, you come back here. It won't be long for me anyway, but all the best, and we'll see you next time. So next time should be the 2nd of February will be the next stream, and as always I'll try and do little update videos, etc. So yeah, come on, I'm trying to get you to the turntable as quick as I can. I have to go the long way round to the turntable as well because I've currently got a loco in the way. So yeah, let's see if we can get Thomas to the turntable. I was doing pretty good. Oh, stopped him too quick there, didn't I? What's happened, Thomas? Ow, that was painful. Static shock, that was pretty good. All the way round. I have absolutely no idea if that thing's made it round the loop or not. No, it didn't. Whose sound file are you using in the Thomas? It was one I made myself. It's for my own benefit and my own amusement. And my nieces and nephews absolutely love it. The honest answer is it will never be made available because it will quite frankly get me in a lot of trouble, I suspect. So yeah. Hey, cool your jets, Thomas. Stevie Film, hey John, what kit do you use to make sound files and program chips? So I have the Zimo programmer just here. I also have a lot programmer here as well, so I can do ESU or Zimo sound files, and it's literally a case of I get all the recordings, etc. So yeah, I basically acquire all the recordings, etc. And I basically put it all together and make myself a sound file. I also go and record all the big stuff as well, so yeah. So I've got all the microphones and everything like that. I've got I call it a dead cat, but yeah, there's one of my microphones. Sorry, a bit work of camera trickery there, but yeah, it should be on its way back to us, hopefully. Here it comes. You can just see it in the distance. Not that, did it? Come on. I'm just going to do that because I need to finish this stream fairly soon. Right, so that pretty much brings me to the end of the stream, and basically Thomas is going to see us off, basically. So, yeah. Might want to slow him down a bit. So, there we go. Really love the mix of stock you have, John. Thanks, appreciate it. It's usually a case of I just go for what I like. It's probably the best way to explain it. So yeah, but anyway, thank you ever so much to everyone that's been watching. We've actually done record numbers tonight, so that's just phenomenal considering all the problems we've been plagued with, etc. So yeah, take care everyone, and I'll see you all soon. The next one, as I say, is the 2nd of February, so I will see you all there. As Flymo says, do remember to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It just humbles me so much that so many people actually want to watch my channel and listen to me waffle on a Sunday evening and talk about rubbish and run trains, etc. I really do appreciate it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.